Assalamu alaikum. And today we will be presenting on what is the rudiments of mental health. So basically, what is mental health? We can say mental health is something that can relate to depression or that can relate to something called self-harming or suicide. But basically, what causes this mental health? Is it the good side or is it the bad side? We have to see how social media or basics of our society, how it helps and how it affects us in our mental health.
Nowadays, social media has proved to be one of the very important platforms for joining or for supporting for any worthwhile causes, and mental health is one of them. It is also a good platform for seeking and offering help for the time of emotional distress for the marginalized people and also to the people who are in emotional distress. Amidst all this positive impact of awareness posts we come across in social media, we tend to forget that while people with similar interests resonate, there will always be other faction of people who will have contradicted viewpoints. This is true for all the issues and it is crucial for mental health, for it being a very delicate one. It impacts our conditioning by conditioning our own mindset and views, ultimately modifying our own behavioral traits to the point that we cannot even decipher our own true selves. It takes us to a position where our own visions are blurred and we start to question our minds, which are already contradicted by the social media. This, in the long run, creates some complexities within ourselves, degrading our mental health. While we should always promote the mental health awareness, we should also be careful so that we can remain careful that our own personal views does not get mingled in the big picture. And we should be introspective because we have a society full of real people to deal with.
Hey guys, I'm here to help you on how to deal with the real people of the society as mentioned earlier. Or you can say I'm here to describe the effects of mental health on society. So we shouldn't waste time and let's begin.
Firstly, the impact of society on mental health is social stigma. Every society has a different way of looking at mental health, and if it is considered negatively, then to solve mental issues become more harder. Secondly, we can talk about community support as an impact. If the people of society don't give you support on mental issues, it will lead a person to the extreme depression. This depression can be the reason for the self-destruction of a person. The person won't hesitate to harm himself or herself. Even it can be suicide.
In my explanation, we have heard about the term depression. It is a matter of discussion nowadays. What is depression and what is the consequences of depression if it is not treated properly? We will discuss it now.
What is depression? So, depression is something that is the outcome of the bad effects of handling mental health. When we do not have any bad measures, we are basically trying to handle our stuff, like we are going through something and we cannot help it, we don't have anyone to help us, and that is when we do, and that is when we feel like we need to talk to someone. And sometimes we just don't feel like talking to anyone. We just do what we like. We just feel like we are not being able to talk with someone, not being able to share with someone, and not being able to trust someone. It can be your family members, it can be your friends, it can be anyone. So basically what we're trying to figure out is how should we balance it? Basically, what we're trying to do is we should know that someone needs our help. It can be of two types. It can basically be like, yeah, I can feel you. Yeah, I know how you're going through. And you know what? You should know how I feel. And this can affect a person two types. One, it can make them feel like, wait a minute, he's not listening to me. What are you even trying to do? Why are you just sharing your thoughts? I just wanted you to listen. And there are some type of people who just feel like, wait a minute, he knows what I'm going through. So that's how we can handle this depression stuff.
Your mind exists somewhere else to make a difference.
It lives in a world where feelings simply cannot be defined by words.
Your strength and courage truly defines you.